It is confirmed. It's happening. Emiru is pressing charges against the individual that assaulted her at TwitchCon. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol. And yes, you love to see it. Emiru is pressing charges after TwitchCon attack. And here's the dealio. This is good news. This is great news, in fact. Because I think there were a lot of individuals that questioned whether or not it would go this far. But while this is good news, there are some other things it leaves hanging in the balance that I feel like hasn't addressed at least the entirety of the issue yet. So we're going to go through this before we do hit that subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And yeah, let's get right into it. So TwitchCon content creator Emiru confirmed in a recent live stream that she has filed a police report and is pressing charges against the man who publicly assaulted her at TwitchCon 2025 in San Diego during a meet and greet session. Following the assault, Emiru stated that she is urging other Twitch partners and content creators to avoiding any TwitchCon events. Now, here's the dealio. Obviously, this needs to happen. What the dude did was a crime. It was assault. I see a lot of folk on the internet trying to, like, minimize it or victim blame or anything to that effect, and no. This is a big deal, but while it's a big deal in terms of, yes, an individual was assaulted at TwitchCon, which, oddly enough, is nothing new, but we'll get to that in a little bit, I do think that that is only one part of a much larger problem. In response, Emiru stated that it would be her last TwitchCon event following the assault and urged other content creators to consider not going to any future TwitchCon events. Additionally, Emiru confirmed during October 18 live stream she's pressing criminal charges against the man who assaulted her at TwitchCon, stating that she's filed a police report and that TwitchCon security staff failed to intervene during the incident. Now, obviously, we know all this information, but if we're going somewhere with this. I promise, we're going somewhere with this. Emiru said she felt that she could have literally been stabbed during the assault. Now, this is an interesting point. This is an interesting point because, first of all, a lot of people said the same thing. A lot of people said, yo, homeboy was able to just walk up, bypass multiple security checks, and put his hands all over there. What if he had a knife? And if you watch the video, if you watch the footage, it looks like he does pull something out of his, out of his pocket, got something in his hand when he's walking away. A lot of people say it looked like a knife. Now, me personally, I don't. I think it looks like a cell phone. I do. I think it looks like a cell phone. That being said, does that really change anything? Whether it be a cell phone, whether it be a knife, the fact of the matter is, anything could have happened. She didn't even need a weapon. He could have broke her neck. Could have strangled her. Whether it was a knife, whether it was a weapon, whether it's barehanded, the fact of the matter is, this event happened, and while it's great that she's pressing charges, TwitchCon needs to also have some sort of responsibility. So here's my question. Here's, I think, the big kahuna, the raging question. Is she going to sue TwitchCon? And would that make sense to do? Because that's basically biting the hand that feeds. We talked about this a little bit when we went over that Asmongold video. Asmongold made the claim that the assertion that it was his opinion that Twitch is likely sponsoring Hamas. Whether it be directly or indirectly through Hassan Piker, the point is Twitch is sponsoring Hamas in his eyes. That's a bold claim. And that's biting the hand that feeds. But Asmongold, he got nothing to lose. He can never stream on Twitch again. He is set for life. I don't know that Emiru has that same level of cachet to her. So, can she even afford to sue TwitchCon and by proxy sue Twitch? Or would that effectively ruin her? Is it even financially viable to do so? Is there a case there? I mean, there's a lot of really pressing questions. But while focusing on the individual that committed the assault, which is a big deal, again, I'm not minimizing it, that is a big deal. While focusing just on him, it kind of almost blinds people to like, oh yeah, Twitch and TwitchCon really fucked up here. While it's great to focus on the dude that committed the actual crime, we gotta also acknowledge the people that allowed the crime to be facilitated due to their complete disregard for any sort of normal social rules. Emiru also confirmed that her manager pushed Twitch to take harsh actions against the assailant after he was allowed to walk away before being caught sometime afterwards. Emiru disputed Twitch's claims of a quick response, calling them a blatant lie during an October 18th broadcast, and expressed disappointment in Twitch support following the incident. Following the assault, Emiru Twitch CEO Dan Clancy said the safety of content creators, fans are top priority at Twitch, which we all know is bullshit. Like, at the end of the day, this article doesn't really add anything new except for, yes, we now have confirmation that she is, in fact, pressing charges. Unfortunately, TwitchCon was not the first time Emiru faced public harassment, as she and other content creators were confronted by a man in March during the Sysathon event. Emiru was also not responding to Clancy's comments following TwitchCon. Now, here's the dealio. Here's the dealio. People are saying this is going to be the last TwitchCon. That's been, I mean, Asmongold said it, a bunch of people online have said it, like, there seems to be, the world is abuzz with TwitchCon will not be able to recover from this. Wrong. Wrong. And this is why I think going after TwitchCon, and I was going to say not instead of, but along with the individuals pressing charges against, is so important. Because this should be the last TwitchCon. It should. But it won't be. How many of y'all remember this story from last summer? Arrests and human trafficking sting at California's Comic-Con. Alright, if you're not familiar with this, let me refresh your memory banks. Law enforcement officials in California said that they've arrested 14 people and recovered 10 victims during a human trafficking bust at San Diego Comic-Con. Guys, for those of you that don't know or maybe unawares, San Diego Comic-Con is the largest convention in the world. It is the most world-renowned convention in the world. Just last summer, they had a human trafficking sex ring sting. Sex ring sting sounds like a fucking album or something. Anyway, human trafficking sex ring sting, where 14 people were arrested, and where 10 victims, by the way, or potential victims, were saved. Ain't nobody even remember. Memory hold. Comic-Con happened this year like normal, right? And who knows how many crimes went down at Comic-Con this year? Who knows how many crimes have gone down at previous years, by the way? The fact of the matter is, look, I'm not minimizing what happened to Emiru. It was gross, it was wrong, it was disgusting. But if you were to ask me, like, on a scale of which is worse, a dude assaulting one individual or a ring of people committing human trafficking acts at the most widely visited con in the world, I am going to have to say the human trafficking one is quite a bit worse, and that didn't ruin Comic-Con. So why would Twitch go down with something like this that's going to be memory hold and happen next year? Oh, but Leon, that means no guests are going to show up. They're not going to have any guests. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Twitch is going to AstroTurf talent to be guests at TwitchCon like they always do. I mean, but this time next year, there's going to be 10 more brand new streamers that have, over 1 million subs or followers or members or whatnot that you never heard of that seem to come out of nowhere overnight. And that's because they're AstroTurfing. That's what Twitch has been known to do this. I don't want to say known, but it's 100% been theorized that Twitch does this. So yeah, so it doesn't matter if you don't get Asmongold or Hassan Piker or Emiru or any of these, big name individuals. Iron Mouse, insert VTubers here. You don't get these people showing up at Twitch. By the way, notice I said Iron Mouse. That's going to be a big point of contention for today's live stream. So if you're watching this at noon, I'll see you in an hour. We're going to go over some of the Iron Mouse and other VTube drama that happened at TwitchCon, but self-plug over. The point is, it does not matter how much talent leaves. If Twitch wants to give themselves a positive, front-facing, happy persona to the public, they're gonna AstroTurf some streamers and make them blow up out of nowhere, seem like it's all organic, seem like they're the next big thing, and then they're gonna get, them to be the guest of the con, and 13-year-old Billy or 14-year-old Susie, who knows no better whatsoever, because they don't know how the world works, wants to beg mommy and daddy for the credit card to go to TwitchCon to get an autograph and a picture with their favorite streamer who they don't know is an industry plant. It's gonna happen. Look, I'm saying, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong, to be fair. I would love to be wrong. But I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure TwitchCon gonna happen next year. No problemo. Same as always. Business as usual. Because if a human trafficking ring bust didn't stop Comic-Con, in fact, didn't even register as a blip on the radar and has been completely memory hold, why would Twitch be any different? Especially because this is a big part of their business model. I mean, when you meet in face-to-face creators, public events like that is usually a bit of a big deal. I don't see it happening. And if I am wrong, you know what? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what does need to be done is Emiru needs to sort of lead this charge. I mean, far be it from me to tell bro what to do, but Emiru needs to lead this charge, because at the end of the day, yeah, she's warning people not to go to TwitchCon. We've had people like Valkyrae and other female streamers state they weren't going to begin with because of the safety concerns. Well, now you have undisputed, verifiable proof that bad shit happens. you gotta sue. You gotta sue. Now, does that mean you're ruining some shit because, oh, biting the hand that feeds, Dan Clancy ain't gonna, give you any more of that bread, they gotta find reasons to ban you from the platform, retaliation, yada yada? Maybe. Go to Kick, go to YouTube, go to Rumble, go to Alt3. Trust me, you ain't missing anything. Twitch is a dying platform anyway. But these are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Or let me know on X. You can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about streamer drama, but anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsparadise_Leon and become a member. For $4.99 a month, you can join the Discord. Choose the articles you go over on a day-to-day basis. Choose the videos to react to on the daily live streams. And of course, get involved with over 200 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to go even further because we do care about diversity. Only one kind of diversity of thought. That's interesting to you. Join the Discord and subscribe. And until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.